Good morning, viewers. Good morning, subscribers, and welcome back to my channel, All Things Aquarian. You guys, so I didn't have a chance to go live yesterday, so I'm trying to get a little bit in this morning because I got stuff to do today, as per usual. Yesterday was super busy, and then by the time I got home, I was tired. I was worn out. But good morning, y'all, and happy Sunday. So I'm just gonna give everybody a few minutes to hop into the live stream before we get started. Hey Aisha love, good morning. How are you? How are you feeling? This past week was very chaotic for me. So yesterday I was not gonna go live. I had too much stuff to do. I had to go help take care of my sister's pet because she's out of town. I'm still trying to like get my last minute stuff together. My wedding is in 2 weeks. So like, it's just been chaotic. Work was busy. Like everything, it's almost like everything just happens all at once. And then there's been drama with that. So it's like, I've been having to, on top of schoolwork, on top of my internship, like it's just been nonstop stuff going on. I haven't started it yet. That was another issue this week. I'm waiting to be matched with a different company because the company that initially said they wanted to do it with me, girl, they disappeared. They went ghost. So I told them, and I'm a very good communicator. So, and I understood that she had a death in the family the first week I was supposed to start, which was March the 16th. Here we are finna go into April. She had a death in the family. Okay, understandable. But this is a business. So almost 2 weeks later, last Friday, the company that is doing it, the internships, they reached out to her and they were like, you know, she's waiting to get started with the work. And girl, we ain't never heard nothing back from her. So I was like, listen, y'all do what y'all need to do on y'all's end, but please pair me with some other company because I don't have time to play. Like, I get it. If you are going through something and you're dealing with something, then just say that. But to hold somebody else up and say that you're going to do something, like she had sent me an email saying she was going to send me onboarding information to get started with the work and never sent it. Never followed up, nothing. So there's that. Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new, All Things Aquarian, you guys, please thumbs up the live stream if you enjoy the live stream, if you enjoy our talks and all of the things and all of the readings. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe if you like a reading, okay? And then drop a pink heart down in the chat, all right? I'm just waiting for a few people to gather in before I start pulling cards for people. And let us know where are you watching from? But yeah, girl, it's been a whole hot mess. And then like wedding preparations, his stuff didn't fit, so I had to send stuff back through Amazon. I still have to order stuff today for him. My wedding officiant, the person that's supposed to officiate our wedding, she canceled on me last minute. Well, mind you, she knew this over like at the very, very beginning of March, that my wedding is on the 18th, which is a Saturday. And she was like, oh yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, da 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 da. And then like 3 days ago, she's like, oh, well, you know, my daughter's having surgery, so I can't be there or whatever, which is understandable. And I'm like, please go be with your child, you know, whatever you need to do. But it's like, it's an inconvenience for me because I've been planning this for a while, like months ago. So it's just been chaotic. I was able to find a different person to officiate, like an actual minister to officiate. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you, Aisha love. Good morning, Alondra. Welcome back. I think you've been in here before. I think. If you haven't, welcome. If you're new, welcome. I don't know why I feel like your name is familiar. But yeah, this week has been a lot. It's been a lot of drama, to say the least. It's been a lot of drama. So I've just been trying to stay focused on things I need to get done and go from there. Trying to wrap up last minute stuff. No, it's on the 18th of April. Hey, Mariah. I think that's the thing too. There's like, I just be like, I don't know how people have been married like 4 or 5 times. I could never. It's too stressful. The trying to get everybody together, sending out invitations, making sure people are going to show up. If you plan something, like you plan a vendor and they cancel on you last minute, oh, we can't because we have this thing going on or whatever. It's so inconvenient. It is so inconvenient. And then you're scrambling last minute to try to find somebody else to do what you were paying somebody else to do or what they said they were going to do. But then, you know what I mean? Like there's always, or we can't, we have to, don't put your request in until this and such date. Okay, well, that's too close to the date of. Why would I wait 2 weeks before to put in a request for a cake to be made? It's so chaotic. I don't know how people be doing it. Hey, Sunday 785. Yes, I'm doing readings today. Hi, GPT. Maria. Aisha is my moderator. She just posted in the chat what you guys need to do if you're wanting a reading today. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please thumbs up the live stream and subscribe, you guys. No. Yeah, hosting weddings is just, it's very chaotic. And then getting people together, which I'm so glad I'm not doing a huge wedding. So it's not like I have bridesmaids and all that going on. Or my fiance, he doesn't have like, what do you call the guys for the groom? I forget what you call them. But we don't have all of that. It's very simple. Like it's going to be a very intimate, private wedding ceremony. Like probably 10 people max. If that. Less than 10 people. I can guarantee you that. Less than 10 people will be there. And it is a outside ceremony. We were having my wedding in a park. That's where it's going to be at. So all this other extra stuff, because I even had to get permission from the city to even have my wedding in the park in the first place. And super chats, yes. Super chats or green hearts are for paid readings. If you pay for a reading, you will be the first person on the list. But if you're just wanting a free reading, you'll just have to wait in line where your turn follows. So yes, you can definitely send a super chat. Thank you guys so much for all of the donations and stuff. Hey Maria, this is not a card game, honey. These are tarot cards. These are oracle cards, actually. These are oracle cards. This is my oracle deck. These are the matching tarot cards to go with it. These. And I use these to clarify what I need to. And these are message cards. These are also another oracle deck. They are, but they still do have stress. And that's what I want people to understand. Like wedding planning in general, no matter how small or how big your wedding is, it can be stressful. Because that person who pulled out on me, I was going to actually have to make an appointment with my county clerk's court office to actually, with the recorder of deeds, to have our wedding in the courthouse. I did not want to have a courthouse wedding. I wanted to have my wedding outside. So, come to find out, somebody that I know is a wedding officiant. And so she's able to do that. She's licensed to do it. So it worked out, thankfully. So it worked out. Oh, you're fine, Maria. I don't mind people asking legitimate questions. I don't mind that at all. Sometimes people are curious and they just want to know. But yeah, even with small weddings, it can be hectic because like if you plan to have something done, like something as small as a small, simple cake made, somebody can be like, oh, well, we're booked up or we're backed up. Or just like when I was trying to book months ago. Thank you, Alondra, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Yeah, you guys, if you really want a quick reading, send a super chat. Sunday, that's okay. It's a little, the super chat is faster. See, like how Alondra did. It's right there in your chat. All you have to do is, it's like, it looks like a little $ symbol. You just tap it and it'll send the money. Immediately, it'll show it on my screen. What's coming in love for you, Alondra? Are you currently single, Alondra? But yeah, people don't understand, like, and even getting your family together, you can tell your family 5 or 6 months ahead of time that you're planning a wedding, right? And everybody will still be asking you, well, when is it? 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 Well, I got this going on. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Either you can come or you don't. It's 10. Sunday, it's 10. Are you currently single, Alondra? And people be like, oh, I got this going on, or I got that going on, like I was telling y'all with my wedding officiant. Thank you, Aisha Love. So it's just like, I send out an invitation and y'all do what y'all want to do. Okay. Your baby's father always looks for you. He must not be over you. Yeah, he must not be over you, girl. Let me see. Hang on. Spirit, what is coming in for Alondra in regards to love? That's why I wanted to keep it simple, because, you know, people always got something going on. Oh, I got this going on. I got that going on. Okay, fine. Now I'm going to send y'all my wedding registry. So if y'all want to actually support my wedding, you can support it there. If you can't show up. Because I'm the type of person, I don't like to inconvenience anybody. I don't like to, like, make people feel pressure. Like, oh, you got to be here. This is like, no, baby, real life happens. And if you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, you can't. That's how I feel about it. Like, I'm not finna sit here and pressure nobody to try to find a flight within 2 weeks to be at my wedding. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not an inconsiderate type of person. If you want to support, if you want to send us something, housewarming gift, whatever you want to do, that's on you. Like, I'm not. Even with my close friends, like, no. If you can come, you can come. If you can't, you can't. I think people have lost the plot with weddings. I think a lot of people have gone all the way out, put themselves in debt, and done extra stuff just for a whole show. And it's not really about that. It's not really about that at all. Spirit, what's coming in love for Alondra? We have the Judgment card. So, Alondra, it looks like you're going to be faced with a decision. Spirit, can you clarify Judgment? What's the decision? I think it's a different deck to clarify. In regards to love for Alondra. At the end of the day, vows are between you and your spouse, and that is it. You, your spouse, and the Most High. That is it. That is all. People being at your wedding is a plus. A decision regarding starting a new solid relationship, a new foundation. The Four of Wands in Tarot is about a foundation, right? Having a foundation, but it's also about commitment, and it's about marriage as well, and celebration. So that's okay. That's okay. I also have Cash App. I have PayPal, all of the things. Sunday, which she put the links there. Yeah. So Spirit's like, you're going to have to make a decision before you start to, as you're dating, right? As you're actively dating, you'll have to make a decision on whether or not someone is like worth your time, if that makes sense, to be consistent with them, like creating a stable foundation with that person, like being in consistent communication with them, that type of thing. Because I asked Spirit to clarify. Let me show you. These are cards I got. I don't know if you can see these. The Four of Wands is on top of the Judgment as a clarifier. And so basically what Spirit is saying is, like, in order for you to have a stable relationship, you're going to have to decide to move forward. Also, because the Chariot card is here, this is Cancer energy. I don't know if you have Cancer in your chart or whatever, Cancer placements. That don't matter really. But if you do, it's even stronger. Thank you, Aisha Love. Yeah, please like and subscribe. Thumbs up the video, y'all. But with these two sphinxes here, I don't know if you can see them, Alondra, but this represents light and shadow aspects of self. And so as you're moving forward, right, because the Chariot is about forward action and moving forward, and you are looking for a solid, stable relationship, as you're moving forward, Spirit is like, you cannot allow the darkness to, to pull you down, like your own negative self-talk, your own negative feelings, your own insecurities, to keep you from moving forward, because the Chariot moves forward. It's carried by these two horses. Now, with the light aspect, you don't want to be so positive and so la-la in delusion where you cannot see the negative aspects of not only yourself, but the person you're dealing with and the things that they're trying to deal with. Because everybody comes with their own baggage. They literally do it. In this day and age, it's very rare to meet somebody who's not carrying some form of trauma or some type of past from an ex situation, and they're still dealing with that. So Spirit's like, you're going to have to make a decision, because this is the major arcana card. This is the main message. You're going to have to decide whether or not it's worth creating a solid foundation with whoever comes into your energy within the next few months. Over the summer, I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody, because the Chariot is Cancer energy, and Cancer season is like the end of June, July. Okay. So June 21st, I think, till July 20th is Cancer season, right? So that's like midsummer. So between now and midsummer, if you're wanting to date, go on the dating apps. I will always be an advocate for going on the dating apps. Going on Facebook dating, going on Bumble, Hinge, whatever dating apps you have, Match.com, Tinder, whatever dating apps you have, you are the person that has the control. You have the control. Okay? You don't have to accept just anybody in your inbox. You don't. You can delete people. I definitely did when I was in my dating stages. I block people so quickly. As soon as the first sign of nonsense, immediately blocked. The first sign of inappropriate behavior, blocked. I know what I'm looking for, and if you're not bringing that, I'm not wasting your time or mine. We might as well just move on. Basically, you really have to get strict if you are dating intentionally. You are dating with an intent to be married. You are dating with an intent to have a long-term connection with someone. You have to know, you have to first get real about what you're looking for, and then you have to set the tone for that. You teach people how to treat you with the boundaries that you set and what you allow. If you allow somebody to talk crazy to you or be overly sexual in the beginning stages, they're going to think that's okay because that's what you've allowed. Hi, Mark. You can, if you want to send a super chat, Cash App, or PayPal, if you want to ask right now. Donations are always welcome. Yes. And you don't have to. I just encourage it, Alondra. You don't have to use the dating apps. But even if you go out in person, and this is what I tell people all the time who are very reluctant to use dating apps, because they're like, oh my gosh, I hear all these, because you hear all these horror stories. Oh, she met so-and-so on Tinder, and then she got locked up in a house, and then this happened. That can happen in real life too. There are so many instances of DV, domestic violence, situations that have happened with people who were high school sweethearts. They didn't meet on a dating app. They've been dating for the past 10 years since high school, and then this man flips. You never know what's going on up here. That's why you have to be, especially as women, you have to be very observant, not delusional, not, well, oh, you know, he would never do the very thing that you think he would never do. He's fully capable of doing. Never put anything past anybody, because you don't know. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Yes, DOT GPT, I agree. Alondra, you deserve the best and never settle. But in this period where you're actively dating, if you don't want to use the dating apps, you're going to have to go. Yeah, that's a good, yeah, definitely background checks. I always encourage my clients to do background checks if they're actively dating, because I certainly do. Definitely background checks, but also there's just common sense rules of thumb. Like if you're dating somebody that you don't know, keep in mind, this is called stranger danger. The very thing that we teach 5 and 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds in first and second grade and kindergarten. Do not get in a car with a stranger. You're 45 years old, 35 years old, 23 years old. Do not get in a car with a stranger. You would think that would be common sense, but people have this delusion. Well, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a nice person. He said he would pick me up, so I don't have to drive my car. I don't have to use my gas. So what? If you want to go on a date with him so bad, get in your car and meet him at the restaurant. Meet him at the museum. Meet him at the winery. What is so difficult about driving yourself? You drive yourself to work. You drive yourself to Ulta. You drive yourself to Target. Drive yourself to that damn museum. If you're meeting somebody that you've never met before, hell, take a friend with you. But text your people, text your family, text your best friends, let them know where you are. Give them your exact location. And then people have this thing, well, I'm grown, I don't need everybody in my business. Da, 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 da. It's not about people being in your business. It's about safety. Safety should be your priority when you're dating people that you don't know. Safety is very important. Wear the Apple Watch. Wear it. Or the Android watch. Whatever watch you got. Whatever smartphone watch you got. Put on the Life 360. Make sure you have your GPS and your location on. Put it on. Text your sister, text your brother, text your friends, text your mom, text your dad. Let them know, yes, I'm 35 years old, but I'm going out with this guy named Jeff. I just met him on Bumble. Jeff lives in Colorado. I live in Arizona. And he's coming down here to meet me for the first time. That is a dangerous situation. So you need to let everybody know so they're on alert where you're going. It's a safety thing. You don't have to tell them all the details. Oh, we're going here, and then after that, we're going to go eat here, and then after that, we're going to the hotel, blah, blah, blah. You don't have to give them all of the details. You don't have to give them all the rundown, but your family knows where you are. Share your location. Yes, share your location. Because that makes sense. Here's the thing also. Here's a tip that I've always said. Do not invite anyone to your house. Never invite somebody to your home and your personal space. They don't need to know where you work. They don't need to know if you're a parent. They don't need to know your kids' names. They do not need to know all of the details about you within the first 6 months. They do not need to know all of the details. They don't. They most certainly do not. And even then, if you're a parent, I feel like you have to date even more stricter because your children are at risk. And like somebody just said who hopped in here a minute ago, run that background check. Because people will tell you anything. You don't know if that person is a registered sex offender. You don't know that. You don't know that. You could literally be getting in the car with somebody who's been arrested several times and convicted of assault and sexual assault. You don't know. You don't know. Keep in mind, the person is a stranger. I don't care if you met him at Lowe's. I don't care if you met him at Whole Foods. Y'all ran into each other. He was like, oh, I think you're very beautiful. I would love to take you out sometime. You're like, okay, here's my number. You can call me, text me, boom. He texts you, he calls you, y'all set up a date or whatever. And then next thing you know, you're feeling uncomfortable. This is why you share your location. This is why you let people know where you are. Do you even know this person's first and last name? People get way too comfortable for me. They get way too comfortable with people they don't know. And that's weird to me. And he's talking about, oh, well, you could just come over to my house. You could spend the night over here. No, absolutely not. I don't know you. That could be my last time alive. Me going over to your house talking about, oh, it's late. It's late. It's 10, 11 o'clock at night. Okay, I'm going home. I'll talk to you later. Oh, do you need me to take you home? I do not. Thank you. That's why you drive yourself. You drive yourself, and then when you get in that car, you call somebody, a relative, and you say, I'm on my way home. You let them know, I am leaving thus and such right now, and I'm getting on the highway. I'm headed home. That's what you do. That's what you do. Hey, Healing Heart 77. But Alondra, it looks like you will find somebody, like you will meet somebody in regards to love. You will meet somebody. Seven of Wands. Have your guard up is what Spirit is saying with the Seven of Wands. Make sure you protect yourself. Protect yourself in every way. I am always going to be an advocate and a stickler for the girlies. Carry your mace and anything else that you're licensed to carry. Carry it. Keep it in the car. Because you never know. You never know. Keep that mace on your keychain, okay? Keep that switchblade in that glove compartment. You never know when you're going to need it. Keep one in the purse. You never know when you're going to need it. A situation can escalate very quickly. Very, very quickly. I have Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Spirit's saying, right now you may be a little bit guarded emotionally because of past situations, Alondra. But I feel like, yeah, you've been through a lot. Nine of Wands is here. Spirit says to take your time. There will be somebody who wants to take their time coming towards you. The Knight of Pentacles is a good sign. And I also have the King of Pentacles. So you may have multiple options. People who they got what's going on. Okay? They're on their stuff. Because I got a King of Pentacles and I have a Knight of Pentacles here. So you may have a couple options in dating over the next few months going into the summer. But Spirit says to guard your heart. Be very vigilant. Be very watchful so that you don't repeat a cycle. So that you don't have to, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to go back to square one. Thank you, Healing Hearts. All right. Who was next? Who was next? You guys, if you're wanting to donate, please use the super chat if you can at all possible. Super chat is very easy to use. Or you can send a Cash App or a PayPal. Donations are $10. But if you're actively dating, like you're single and you're actively dating, you're welcome, Alondra. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for the donation also. But if you're actively dating, just be like, Sunday is next, Aisha. Okay, yes, that's right. You are right. Sunday, you can go ahead and drop your question. But if you're actively dating, be smart, y'all. Be smart and put your safety first before anything. It's too many bad situations that happen because, and a lot of it could be avoided because everybody sees the stories all the time. It's like, this could have been avoided if communication was had. If this person had told their whole family, okay, this is where we're going, this is what I'm doing. You don't get in a car with strangers. You just, what are you doing out at 1 o'clock in the morning? Why are you going out at 1 o'clock in the morning to meet somebody and get in their car? And then next thing you know, days later, they find your body. Why are you doing that? No cell phone, no nothing. Why are you doing that? It's just things that could be avoided if communication was had and common sense was used. There needs to be a curfew time, even for adults. As a grown person, you need to have a cutoff time. I'm not going anywhere with anybody after 10 o'clock. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. First of all, I'm older, so I'm tired. You know what I mean? I need my sleep. Let's start there. Let's start there. Even on a vacation, by the time it's like 10 o'clock, baby, I'm in the bed. In the hotel, if we on vacation, in the Airbnb, the hotel, I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. I'm already in the bed. 9:30 tops. Like, we're not going to be out here cutting up into 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't have that same energy anymore. I'm almost 40 years old. I don't have that same, back in your 20s, you could get lit. You can stay up 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, no problem. But as you get older, your body's tolerance for all of that, no ma'am, we're not going to do it. But for safety reasons, if you are single and you're dating, you need a curfew. You need to let people know these are the times I'm available. If you would like to see me and you like to be in my presence, then you need to adhere to these boundaries. These are my boundaries. If we're going to go on a date, it needs to be between what? I don't know, y'all. Give me a reasonable time. Like, I don't know, 3 p.m., like 3 in the afternoon, and maybe 7. I feel like that's reasonable because between 3 and 7, depending on where y'all going to go, if y'all are going to go out to somewhere in nature, outside, outdoors, if it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not too hot, you know what I'm saying? But you have time to walk around and really explore the beauty of somewhere outside. 6 o'clock, dinner. Y'all got reservations at a restaurant, a really nice place you can go. You can eat, have a good time or whatever. You're back home by 8 o'clock. That's just my thinking. Sunday, are you still here? I don't know if Sunday is still here, so I'm going to move on to DOT GPT. DOT GPT, are you still in the chat? I'm just waiting for y'all to hop in to go ahead and drop your questions. Sunday and then DOT GPT. Okay. DOT GPT, you can go ahead and drop your question because I don't see Sunday in here. I think Sunday 785. I don't know where they went to. I don't know. They might have just hopped out. I don't know. Also, if you're welcome to the channel, if you're new to the channel, welcome. welcome. So glad to have you here. Please thumbs up the live stream, you guys, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you don't hit the notification bell, you won't be notified. Okay? So just keep that in mind. What are your spirit guides trying to tell you? I'm going to rephrase that question for tarot. What does spirit want you to know? Do you have like visits from your spirit guides, DOT, GPT? Hi Annette, welcome to my channel. You just subscribe, thumbs up the channel, and then if you're wanting to get your reading right away, you can send a payment, a donation through Super Chat, Cash App, or PayPal. Or if you want to wait, you can drop a pink heart in the chat and you'll get in line behind whoever's already getting their reading. That's how that works. Five of Cups in reverse popped up for you. DOT, GPT. I got the Nine of Cups, and I also have the King of Wands. Spirit saying to take the lead in your life. That's what they want you to know, your spirit guides. Take the lead with the King of Wands energy here, right? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Be comfortable being who you are. Be comfortable living in your own skin and living in your own authenticity and your own truth. Okay? Basically, like, the message I'm getting is don't worry about pleasing other people. Do what works best for you. What makes you feel comfortable. This is your life. Okay? A lot of times people love to give unsolicited advice and try to tell you how you should be living your life and what you should be doing because that's what works for them. And just because that works for them and that's their experience, that's not your experience. So do what works best for you. Live your life with no regrets. The Five of Cups is in reverse. When it's in the upright position, that means about having like remorse or feeling guilty about something or feeling sorry about some mistake you've made. And here's the thing with mistakes, right? Because we've all made mistakes. We're all human. Hi, Margaret. Welcome to my channel. Because we're all human, it's okay. Like, life is literally a learning experience. There's nothing that tells you when you're 35, this is what's going to happen. There's nothing that tells you when you're 42, this is what's going to happen and this is how you need to deal with it. Like, there's no manual to how to handle certain setbacks and disappointments in life because we all have them. We all experience them. You know what I mean? So don't have any regrets. Or when you're 25, yes, we are done with free readings. Thank you, Aisha Love. When you're 25, that your high school sweetheart and you are going to break up, you know what I mean? And then, or when you're 30, you know, your child's father is going to pass away. Now you have to deal with that. Like, there's nothing in life that tells us exactly what's going to happen all of the time. We are literally living this experience and we are learning how to deal with situations each and every day. So Spirit's message is live your life without any regrets. Anything that you've done, even if it didn't turn out well, it's okay because you learn something from it. You learn what not to do going forward, right? And even if it was successful, you're like, okay, now I know, okay, this works, right? So you can't, you know what I mean? You can't lose. It's a win-win situation. Right. I'm just giving I'm just giving examples of how throughout your life, you're going to have experiences. You might be 25, you could be whatever, at whatever age, you're going to experience certain things. You don't know what you're going to go through. Life is an experience. That's all it is. And people forget that a lot of times. Like, people want to try to, and I understand it because it's out of love a lot of times, like parents and guardians and stuff like that. They're like, oh, don't do this because when I was your age, da 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 da. But it's like, you also have to live your life and you have to experience things on your own to really, sometimes you can give advice to somebody and y'all know what I'm talking about, especially y'all mamas, y'all parents, y'all know what I'm saying, because you've been there. Somebody can give you advice and they can tell you what worked for them, but until you actually experience it, sometimes it doesn't click until you've had the experience, if what I'm saying makes sense. So sometimes you have to go through it to understand it. Not that you have to, like, not that it's going to be exactly the same as your mother or your grandmother or your sister or your cousin, but it's the same type of experience, and you either learn from it or you're going to have to repeat that lesson again. So Spirit's like, yeah, don't live, be happy, be comfortable with where you are. Make sure you're comfortable with where you're at in life. Your life is not revolved around what other people want for you. Like, you're 18, so you have so much life ahead of you. People may be like, oh, I just want the best for you, and I think you should do this, and I think you should go into that, and that's not what you want to do. They think you should go to school for accounting, and you're like, baby, I want to be a singer. I want to be an entertainer. Like, go after your dream. Go after what makes sense to you, what you feel comfortable with doing. This is not their life. You're an adult. Of course, you can take advice and suggestions, but it's your life at the end of the day. Okay? Hope that helps. Okay, who we got? Annette. Annette, you can go ahead and drop your question. Yeah, I find it weird that a lot of times parents really try to live vicariously through their children, and they try to project what their experiences were onto their kids. And it's like, baby, we are not the same. This is a different time. Hi, Heidi Rodriguez. Hey, welcome to my channel. It's okay for you to do something different than what other people around you are doing. You're welcome. Okay, so here's what I'm going to tell you, Annette, because I don't like using titles when it comes to couples and relationships. I'm the type of reader, I don't use those titles anymore. I used to. Divine counterparts, soulmates, twin flames, if they come up in the cards, I'll tell you that's what the card says, but I personally don't use them, and here's why. A person is a person, right? Last I checked, a person is a person. So what is the difference? Thank you, Annette. That's really sweet of you. So what difference does it make whether they're a twin flame, a soulmate, a karmic, divine counterpart? What difference does it make? Really, when you really stop and think about it, what difference does it make? As long as that person is showing you the real them and they're honest about what it is that they want, and you guys are honest, I never use titles anymore. I used to. I don't anymore. When I first got into tarot, that was a thing. It was like, it was trending in the tarot community, spiritual community on Instagram. People were talking about twin flames, karmics, this, that, and the other. And I fell victim to conformity. I felt like I had to use those titles, and I literally don't. I do not. So I don't. I don't. I learned my lesson, because everybody is not a twin flame. Everybody is not, and everybody has the potential to be a karmic. We all have we carry karma in our DNA. We carry it. Everybody has been affected by karma. There's some type of lesson in this life that we have to learn, that carried on from somebody else in our ancestry, that carried on from great-great-grandparents. We all carry karma. So to say, oh, this person is a karmic and this person is a divine counterpart is crazy, because everybody carries karma. Also, soulmates are not just romantic partners. like I say this all the time, and I truly believe it with all of my soul. My mom is one of my soulmates. I have a connection that I can't explain verbally with my mother. Like, we will be thinking about each other at the exact same time. That woman will call me as I'm about to call her. It's not a planned thing. It's just very much in sync. And I can be states away from my mom. Or I will come over to her house. I'll come and see my mom. And she's like, I was just about to call you. Same thing with my sisters. My sisters are soulmates in this life. Now, the thing with soulmates, and even some of my best friends, the thing with soulmates is those people are like, they're there to help you grow. They're there to help give you wise advice. They're there to love, support you, and cheer you on. So it's not always, a soulmate is not always like a lover, for lack of better words. A soulmate is not just, you know what I mean? Same thing with spirit guides. Your best friend can be a spirit guide. Your best friend could be a spirit guide. That person is there because they love and support you. They like you as a person, and they want the best for you. They want to see you excel. Baby, they are your bestie. They are your hype person. You know what I mean? So there's that. Hey, Mystical. I'm good. How are you? So I'm going to rephrase your question and ask Spirit, will you meet your person in the next few months? I probably should use a timing oracle, but I don't. Yeah, I think I put my timing oracle somewhere. Listen, y'all. My free list is closed. If you'd like to donate, you absolutely can. All right, Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal. My free list is closed. I've already done all of my free lists. I think Annette was my very last free person. So if you like to get a reading, you can send a donation. Super Chat is right there. It's a $ button. You can press it. And then also, I believe Aisha sent in, she posted my links to my Cash App and whatnot. You're welcome. 9 of Pentacles. Right now, you're in a single solo energy. 9 of Pentacles, Temperance. Spirit says you're working on yourself right now, trying to get yourself prepared, which is a good thing for the next person to come in. King of Cups, I'm getting yes. Thank you, Latoya. Thank y'all for all the donations. Thank you, Alondra. Everybody who sent donations in, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Yes. Yes, you absolutely can, Mystical. You absolutely can. If you send a donation, please, just like Latoya, thank you for that green heart, Latoya. If you sent a donation, let us know that you sent it. Okay? Super Chat will automatically come across my screen. That'll be going across my screen. I don't know, Latoya. I don't know. I'm prepping for my wedding. So I really can't tell you, to be honest, which is in 2 weeks. Probably either Saturday or Sunday. Those are usually my days, Saturday or Sunday, to do live streams. One of those 2 days should be usually in the morning because I don't have time in the afternoon. I'm busy. I have the Temperance card, King of Cups, 6 of Swords, Ace of Wands. You didn't miss much. A few people were hopping in, Healing Hearts, but my free list is closed, so I let them know like they can send a donation if they want a reading through Super Chat, Cash App, PayPal, whatever. Thank you, Mystical. I'm seeing there will be a Divine Masculine coming towards you. There will be a Divine Masculine coming towards you. You're ready to move into a more peaceful energy when it comes to love and that type of things. Ace of Wands, you both will be attracted to each other. So there will be mutual attraction between you and this person. But Spirit says to make sure that you are focusing on yourself. Make sure that you are in a good space to handle. And that's another thing that y'all really have to be mindful of. Like when you're dating, right? Is this person in the mindset to really have a relationship? No, you didn't miss your turn. You're fine, Healing Hearts. You are fine. You're my moderators. My moderators, I'm going to always take care of y'all, period. But people, new people coming in, new subscribers coming in, if they miss out on the free list, then they just have to either come to the paid list or they can wait until the next live stream. Either way. What was I saying? Ace of Wands. Mutual attraction here. Annette. The thing is, you have to make sure that you're in a good headspace to start dating. Have you really healed from the past situation? Because what you don't want to do is carry past baggage into a new situation, into a new relationship. So make sure that you're prepared for that when that person does come along. Yes, thank you, Healing Hearts. Donations are open. So make sure you're prepared for a new person to start dating you. You don't want to be like on a date, and nobody wants to be on a date and constantly hear, oh, my ex did this and that's why we're not together, and my ex used to do this and my ex used to do that. You see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't come here for that. That's what the person's gonna be thinking. They're gonna be like, I didn't come here for all of that. For some reason, I don't know why women love to bring up what their ex did and didn't do. No one really cares. No one really cares. Men do it too sometimes. It's like, no one, I am not her. Please stop comparing me, sir. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind as you're dating. Nobody wants to be compared to your past. No one cares about the past. This is a totally different relationship. So make sure that you're mentally ready. You're not still operating out of fear and out of hurt, and you're afraid to open up. You're afraid to let loose and have a good time. Like, you want to make sure that you're ready to date. Are you ready to date? Also, be ready to walk away. Always be ready to walk away. If the person is not reciprocating the energy that you're giving, the good energy that you're giving, if the person is not treating you fairly, they're not treating you with respect, decency, the person doesn't have any morals about themselves, any decorum, please leave immediately. Block and leave immediately. You see they're disrespectful to the waiters, the waitresses, they're rude, they're always complaining everywhere you go. Everything is an inconvenience for them. You feel like an inconvenience because they're always complaining about something. Well, I'd like it better if you didn't wear makeup, but I never asked you. See what I'm saying? I never asked you. Also, you're not paying for my makeup. Or I don't really like the color of your nails. Sir, why would you say that to me and we just met? See what I'm saying? See, rude type shit. People who are rude and just have no filter, yeah, no. They have to have some form of emotional intelligence. And if you're not seeing that and you're not getting that, move around very quickly. Go ahead and cut that off very quickly. Very quickly. And then you have some people who will try to act like slick, like they're joking with you, but they really are low-key serious. Like, oh, I thought you was going to pay for it. Excuse me? I just met you. I don't even know you. And you automatically assumed that I was going to pay for the date? That's very bold. And I always tell my clients, if you're just starting to date someone, right, and they're inviting you somewhere, number one, drive yourself. Drive yourself. Number two, bring your own money. Always be prepared to pay for whatever you ate, whatever you engaged in. So that way, if you have to dip and you have to leave immediately because it went south very quickly, you can go ahead and leave and you're good to go. Because sometimes it happens. Sometimes it can get real ugly real quick and you have to get out of there. And you're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and leave my portion of the bill and I'm going to go ahead and leave. That way, this person is not thinking that, you know, that you don't... The way things go, sometimes people be thinking that you're just using them. And it's like, sir, this was never that. This was never that. I came here to get to know you as a person. And your dad is right. Your dad is absolutely right. I came here to get to know you as a person. I didn't even have to be here. This was a choice. You've literally wasted an hour of my time. I could have been doing something else. So that, because sometimes people have this thing that, and some men and some women have this attitude too, like, oh, this person is looking to use me. No, you asked me out on a date. So where did you get that I was looking to use you? You asked me out on a date. So where did you get that from? I never told you. It never gave I couldn't pay for my own food. It never gave I couldn't put gas in my own car. It never gave that. So, will you be meeting someone? Yes. Make sure you have boundaries. Make sure you have standards. Make sure you have set times that you're available. If you are not available during the week after 9 p.m., that's your bedtime. Nobody needs to be calling and texting you at 11 p.m. talking about what you're doing. I'm sleep. Right? Or they had time to make plans with you, but then they didn't show up. They were a no call, no show. Blocked. You're not getting access to me again. That's how that works. If somebody stands you up on a date, please block them. And stop asking tarot readers about if the person's thinking about you, if they coming back. They're not. If that person stood you up 9 times out of 10, they either have somebody else or they really weren't into you like that. If they stood you up or they have excuses as to why they stood you up, cut it. Okay. Mystical, you can go ahead and ask your question real quick. You're welcome, Annette. Is it Cain? Am I pronouncing it correctly? Cain energy towards you. Same to you, Annette. Hey, JLo444. My free readings are closed. So if you want to send a super chat, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And shout out and thank you to everybody who sent super chats this morning. Thank you guys so much. JLo444. Also, you guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you Ken. You're welcome, love. Ken's energy. Thank you, JLo444. Appreciate that. Hey, Dede 3871. My free readings are closed, love. If you'd like to send a super chat, you absolutely certainly can. Ken's energy towards mystical spirit. What is Ken's energy towards mystical? Thank you, Aisha, love. 9 of Cups. He's comfortable. He's comfortable with you. He feels comfortable with you. I have 9 of Cups energy here. And he has like a positive mindset towards the relationship. So that's a beautiful energy to have. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. He likes the attention that you give him. And he feels like you give him attention as well. We have the Hierophant. He feels like, based on the energy between you two, that this is possible, that you guys have a lot in common when it comes to traditional values. Like y'all both have the same morals, possibly like spiritual beliefs. I don't know if you guys both share similar spiritual beliefs or even just moral standards. Like when it comes to family values, like family first, you guys maybe both are looking towards marriage or commitment or family. Like that type of energy is what it's giving. That's the energy it's giving. Thank you, JLo444. 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. His energy towards you is like, he feels like you're a very independent person. Maybe sometimes you don't like asking for help because you've done that in the past before and it just didn't work out. So sometimes when you really need help and you don't ask, it makes him feel like, yeah, it makes him feel less of a man when you don't ask him for his assistance, because it's like he really does want to help you, but a lot of times you're very independent. And I get that. I understand that. I totally understand that, because yeah, when you've been in a masculine energy, for lack of better words, for a long time, like you've had to be the man of the house. Like you've had to take care of all of the things yourself. And then finally, here comes a divine masculine who wants to show up for you and do things for you, it takes a little time to like tear that wall down, to kind of let them, you know, do those things, because you've been so accustomed and used to having to pull that role. So I get it. But that's how he sees you, as an extremely independent person. Like, you don't need him per se. Yes. Yes. And that's something that you will want to work on, Mystical, because men actually do like to feel needed. They really do. They really do. They like to feel like, you know, they're coming in and they're doing something for you. Because I find that, this is just in my experience, I know it's not every man on planet Earth, but a lot of times men are, because they're wired differently than we are as women, their way of showing love is by doing things, fixing things, building things, putting things together. Like when you tell a man a problem, he's looking for, thank you, Healing Hearts Love. He's looking for a way to solve the problem. Like, so what do you need me to do? He wants to do something about it. And a lot of times women, we are coming from I just need you to listen. I just want to listen in ear, you know? So that's definitely something to work on, so that he doesn't feel like, oh, she doesn't need me. No, baby, I need you. I need you, honey. I need you to fix this. I need you to do this thing. Like, men definitely do like to feel like, you know, that they serve a purpose in your life. For them, that is a love language. Like fixing things, building things. Like me, for example, my fiance, he's a very hands-on type of person. That man he can work on anything. He can fix anything that he sets his mind to fix. He could do it. And that's just what he likes to do. But other women are like, oh, I want my man to bring me flowers. No, he can put the carburetor in the car. That's fine. He can fix the brakes. That's fine. He can change the tires. That's fine. That works for me. But somebody else might be like, oh, well, I want him to take me out to dinner and I want a bouquet of roses, or I want him to buy me a new necklace. Like, baby, listen. If that man can fix it, I'm okay with that. Let him fix it. But that is, a lot of times, that's their love language. That's how he views you, as somebody who has a hard time accepting help from a man, because you've done it so long by yourself. And so that's something that can be worked on. You just have to learn how to kind of let go a little bit and let him take the lead. Ten of Pentacles. He feels like y'all are finally at a place in this relationship where y'all are actually going to be successful as a couple, stable, committed, like all of the things, which I love that for y'all. Ten of Pentacles is a really good sign to have in a relationship energy. So that's good. That's how he sees the relationship. Ten of Pentacles, very successful. Y'all are both doing the thing. Y'all are both working together as a team, and possibly y'all may end up having a discussion about settling down, marriage, whatever, here in the near future, if you haven't already had that conversation. So love that for you. Love that for you. Okay, I think JLo44 is next. Am I wrong? I think JLo44 is next. JLo44, I think, is next. I think. You're welcome, Mystical. I'm happy for you. I love readings like that where there's really good energy between the people involved in that connection. And yes, there are things that can be worked on, but it's not a bad thing. Like, nobody is perfect, so there's things that can be worked on, but generally the overall energy is very beautiful. It's very much y'all are working together. Y'all both want the relationship. Y'all are both actively working together, and you're in contact with the person. Love that for you. JLo444. Does Kristen miss you? Does Kristen miss you? Let's see. Spirit, what is Kristen's energy towards JLo444? And then I think Healing Hearts, you were the last one on the list. I think. Red light, pause. I have forbidden. I have forbidden. Yeah, it's giving no. It's giving no. She does not miss you. Guarded, patience. Yeah, she's very much guarding her heart right now. We have forbidden. Spirit says to let that go. JLo 444, we have red light, pause. Spirit says let that go for now. If you're not in communication with this person and you're just kind of wondering what's going on, let them be. Let them be where they are. Let that person be where they would rather be. Because if they really were into you like that and they really cared, they would make sure that you had access to them consistently. Okay? What to expect? Nothing. Don't expect anything from somebody who clearly is not that interested in you. Because if they were, they would make sure they had a way that you could contact them. You know what I'm saying? You could call, you could text, you could show up, whatever. Look. Immediately, 8 of Cups is here. What to expect? You need to walk away. Expect to walk away from this empty-handed. Expect to walk away with this feeling emotional and emotionally overwhelmed because you really want something that they don't want. It has to be mutual. When it comes to love and relationships, it has to be mutual. It can't be one person or one party trying to force the situation on someone else. And you have to be willing to accept that and move on. When somebody is not giving you what you need, you deserve somebody who's going to treat you with love and respect. And Spirit says the sooner you let go, Ace of Pentacles, look, something better and new will come in. Spirit says this is just a waste of time. This relationship with Christine, you waiting around on Christine to figure it out and get it together, it's just wasting your time from progress and communication with someone else. You could have new communication and new clarity moving forward, dealing with a whole new person versus worrying about Christine's feelings. If you let it go, you can have something a whole lot better and walk away from it. She's not even giving you an apology, yet you feel like you have to reach out. She's not willing to give you an apology. She's not willing to, you know what I mean? If you pursue it, you're going to end up having regrets. It's almost like she wants you to chase her. Judgment. Yeah, you have to decide what's best for you in this situation. You have to decide, should I continue to try to pursue Christine knowing that she's not communicating with me consistently? Or is this just a never-ending battle? That's what it feels like, 5 of Wands. Because you want something stable. The 4 of Wands here. You want something committed and stable. You deserve better. You deserve better. 2 of Pentacles. You're very undecided about the situation, but Spirit says you need to make a decision. I had the Judgment card. I have the Judgment card here, right? And the Devil is here. The Devil is being obsessed with somebody who doesn't even acknowledge you, who doesn't even communicate with you regularly. Why are you so obsessed with her? Why are you so worried with what she's thinking and feeling about you? If she was really concerned, she would have been reached out by now. She would have been done called you or texted you or something if she cared so much. See what I'm saying? So Spirit's like, you're going to have to make a decision to either walk away from the situation, because remember, we have the 8 of Cups here, or to move on with your life and find better. Move on with your life and find better. And as soon as you learn to let that situation go and move on, you'll find better. You'll find better. Love really has nothing to do with it, though. It really doesn't. When you need to love yourself as much as you love her. Love yourself enough to know when it's time to walk away. Because you loving her, if the love is not mutual and she doesn't love you back, you're just wasting time and energy. Love somebody who loves you. Love somebody who loves you. And I understand that you can't just cut off emotions. I totally understand that. But you have to learn to let go for your own peace, your own sanity. Okay. I think Healing Hearts, are you next, love? Sometimes we have to let go of people for our own peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? For our own peace of mind. You gotta let them go. Okay, love. What was your question for me, Healing Hearts? You the last person, and we wrapping this up. Thank you to everybody who subscribed today. Thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up, for all of the donations, and all of your comments. Love it. Thank you guys so much. And remember to be safe. If you're out here in these streets and you're dating, also don't go to Houston right now. Very bad STD breakout epidemic. Don't go to Houston. Don't do it. Don't do it. I would highly advise you not to go to any major cities during the summer, because there's so much nastiness going on, and people are just not careful. They're just not careful. Wishing you the best, JLo444. Definitely wishing you the best. I got you, love. And congratulations on your new place. I'm so happy for you. You're welcome, JLo444. Definitely sending you love and light. And please, please put yourself first. Put yourself first, and don't settle for the nonsense from Christine. Do not settle for that nonsense. Love is one thing, but if you're not getting the love back, it's not worth holding on to be honest. And I think you know that internally. I think you know that. Man on high vibration. Thank you. Thank you. Aisha, I know you snatched it right on out. Just snatched it right on out. Won't he do it? Snatched him right on out the chat. Love it. Spirit, general messages for Healing Hearts in regards to her new place. I'm going to ask this question, Healing Hearts, and ask Spirit, what is the advice in regards to your new place? Spirit, what is the advice for Healing Hearts in regards to her new place and keeping up financially? What is the advice? It's okay, love. Like, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Yeah. I was going to say a side hustle or something. I don't know if you ever thought about doing, like deliveries. Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, Amazon Flex. There's so many of them out there. You can make some really good money. And it'll help you with, you know, pulling extra money in. As well as a second job. Because it's definitely hard out here. So I'm praying for you. I'm praying that everything works out. Spirit is like, okay, so I see the Five of Pentacles feeling insecure, like not having enough. Spirit's like, yeah, don't take any more financial risks. Make sure that any job that you do apply to, that they're not asking you to pay for anything. I have the moon. You may want to look for a different place, honestly. You may want to look for a different place, because if it's too much, or even look into possibly getting a roommate. It's very uncertain. The moon here tells me that it's very uncertain. The moon is about obscurity and not being able to see behind the veil, see something clearly. Yeah. You may need to see if you can take out a loan. There are places that will give you a loan because you already have a source of income. So try I don't know what state you're in, but I believe they have locations everywhere. But there's a company called Lynn Nation. You can reach out to them. They base off of your income, where you could take out a loan to help you pay off whatever extra of rent or whatever bills you're trying to pay, and then that you make payments based on how often you get paid. You can pay that back over time. but you may want to look into getting somewhere else. Yeah. Page of Cups. I feel like this Page of Cups is saying use your intuition. Like, you know your situation better than anybody. And you know if it's going to be too much for you to handle on your own, you may need to look into either getting help. Like I said, another job, taking out a loan. Sometimes you have to do that. Using your credit card and paying that off. But do what you have to do to take care of you and yours. And no, it's not going to be an easy process. It's not going to be like an easy process if you stay here. I would not stay in this place another year. I definitely would not. I definitely would go ahead and try to get through this year as best you can. Like you said, you're looking for another job, and I feel like you will find one. But baby, look for somewhere else that's affordable. Look for somewhere else that's affordable. Because rent definitely can be a lot, especially combined with other bills and responsibilities. Gas is going up. Groceries are expensive. Like, and see what types of programs, like I said, depending on what state you live in, see what types of programs that you can apply for. Yes, I have the Queen of Pentacles here, and this is about the Queen of Pentacles. She is on her shit. Like, she's going to look into other additional resources. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help. If there's anyone around you in your family or wherever that can help you with something, you know what I'm saying? Or significant other that can help you with something, because you're juggling a lot on your plate. Like, 2 jobs is no joke. Having 2 jobs, it will wear you out. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because I've been there, done that. Having 2 jobs will wear you out. So just be prepared for that. Oh, okay. Then they should work with you. If you're, yeah, reach out to them and just let them know that you're a little bit behind. Yeah. Reach out to them. And here's the thing too. Yeah, overthinking. That's fine. If you just literally moved, so yeah, that's understandable, because it's a lot up front, because you have the first month's rent and deposit. So they should be able to work with you a little bit. Like, if this is your 2nd month, they should be able to work with you a little bit. I would just explain to them the situation, and then make sure that you take care of what you need to take care of. You should be good after that. You should be good after that. You just don't want to put yourself in a situation to where it's too much for you on your own. You know what I'm saying? Where you're constantly stressed out about it. Because girl, you don't need the extra stress. No, you don't need the extra stress. Yep, look, 2 of Cups. So 2 of Cups is about your contract that you have with your landlord and being able to come to some type of agreement and work things out, because it's been difficult. It's a challenge. You know, you just moved. Yes, I think so too. That's what I feel here with this 2 of Cups. They'll be more understanding if you kind of like explain to them, like, hey, I just ran into a little hiccup. I'm gonna get it to you. Just give me a few days and I got you. That type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely just talk to them. I'll go into the rental office and talk to them, or call them, or whatever. Send them an email, whatever, so that they know what's going on. But yeah, it should definitely all work out. It should all work out for you, love. Like you said, I think you might just be overthinking it a little bit, but I feel like they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I am going to try, y'all, to go live again Saturday. Bear with me. Bear with me. Either Saturday morning or Sunday morning. One of the two. All right? But I'm going to get off here because I got things I need to take care of this afternoon. And thank you guys so much for hopping in. You're welcome, Healing Hearts. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you. Shout out to Aisha and Healing Hearts, my moderators. And to everybody who hopped in today, everybody who donated, everybody who subscribed. Yes, honey, I totally understand. You've been through something difficult. The trauma is still there. The trauma is still there. So it's kind of like jobs. Like, if you ever been fired out of nowhere and you were loyal to that company for so long, and then out of nowhere you've been fired, like, you carry that trauma, or you've been in a situation where you've been unemployed for a long period of time, and then you finally get a job and you're scared. Because stability means a lot to women. Stability, women like to be stable. So I totally get where you're coming from. Like, you ever been in a situation where you were homeless or you had to live with somebody? That's real shit. And so a lot of times you don't ever want to be back in that situation. So your mind automatically starts to overthink, like, okay, what do I have to do now to keep that from happening? You know what I mean? Or you've been through an eviction or whatever. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. So thank you to everybody who hopped in. Love you guys. I will keep y'all updated. I promise I will keep y'all updated this week, because I don't know how this weekend is going to go. Like I said, I'm still finishing up wedding plans and stuff like that. So between school, work, and that, the time is like, so I hope y'all have a good weekend. Happy Sunday, and peace out, y'all.